much. Tonight at 5:30, new developments with that controversial pipeline that would divert water from Lafayette to a high-tech business project near Lebanon.
Leaders in Tippecanoe County have taken some dramatic action to stop the pipeline, at least for now.
Our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel is here tonight to explain what happened and what this means.
Scott and Jenny, the pipeline is the idea of the Indiana Economic Development Corporation. The state agency has been trying to reassure communities that diverting billions of gallons of water from under the Wabash River won't have a negative impact in Tippecanoe County. But many residents and community leaders there are not buying that story. They do not trust the IEDC, and this morning they made that very clear.
Murtaugh?
Yes.
Monday morning, Tippecanoe County commissioners voted on the pipeline project, and the vote was unanimous.
Passes 3-0 on second and final reading.
Their resolution temporarily blocks the IEDC's proposed pipeline with a 9-month moratorium. It blocks any high-volume exports of water from the county and also prohibits the construction of the type of collector wells needed for a big pipeline project to happen. The commission imposed the moratorium to give state lawmakers time to pass a law that would address controversial water projects like this one.
If for some reason the legislature does not act, then we can extend that moratorium. But our goal is hopes to slow this down until, we can, get some data and legislation in place that will protect the citizens of Tippecanoe County.
The IEDC's planned pipeline would divert up to 100 million gallons of water a day from aquifers under the Wabash River and send it south to the massive LEAP business development that the IEDC is building in Boone County. The IEDC has said its initial studies show the Wabash and its aquifers have plenty of water to support both communities. And the agency today blasted the vote in Tippecanoe County. Its communications director told 13 News, this action has zero practicality and was moot from its introduction. The only thing occurring in the area is testing to gather data around water capacity. There has never been a scenario in which water would be pumped in the next 9 months. Thus, this was a clear action to stoke further rhetoric and misinformation.
I am really disappointed in that comment.
Commissioner Tom Murtaugh says he's well aware that no water would be pumped within the next 9 months, but he said commissioners were forced to act because without a moratorium, the IEDC could sign more contracts to move the project forward. The IEDC has already spent nearly $10 million to study and design the pipeline project. And despite promises of transparency, the agency continues to hide important documents that show how, when, and where the pipeline would be built. 13 Investigates has been trying to get those documents for months. The agency released a few pages with important sections blacked out. And more than 30 other documents related to the project are still being kept secret. The agency refuses to share them despite multiple requests by 13 News. Because the IEDC continues to withhold those public records, 13 News has filed a formal complaint with the state public access counselor alleging a violation of state law. For now, Tippecanoe County has taken steps to slow down the pipeline project. Many local and state leaders have also expressed concerns about it, citing a lack of transparency and a lack of confidence in how the project has been handled. Scott and Jenny.
All right, Bob, thanks. We know you'll stay on top of that big story.